Welcome to the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Welcome to the Blah 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 podcast. So, welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday. We made it to Friday, right? Feels like a very long week, and I know that some people are on vacation. It's spring break for some, and this coming Saturday, tomorrow, we will be turning the clocks forward, spring forward. Not everywhere, but most places, it's going to be spring forward. So we're going to lose that hour of sleep, but we're going to get back our daylight. So, welcome to the show. If you have not already, subscribe to this channel, hit that like, and enjoy today's topic. Today, we're going to be talking about letting go of what hurt us, you know, and there are many things that hurt us in this life. Many things hurt us, many things disappoint us, and make us feel some type of way. It makes us feel some type of way about ourselves. And it's so important for us to let go of the things that hurt us. And if we don't, we get into this cycle of um, depression, just being miserable, angry. We can't be that way. Well, we can be that way, but it's not good for us. It's best for us to live in the space of being at peace, being happy, and healing. I have to say that it's so important for us to heal from whatever hurt us. And I will tell you from personal experience that it's not an easy thing to let go of the things that hurt us or the people that hurt us. And don't get me wrong, you have to have your time where you're angry, you're pissed off, you scream, you get it off your chest. Yeah, you have to have that part too as well. Everybody needs to release and let go of the things that hurt them. But at the same time, we can't stay that way our whole life. It stops us from our joy. It stops us from having peace. It stops us from being our best. It stops our sleep. It does so many things to us. So let's get into talking about this. Let go of what hurt you. What are some of the things that hurt us? Sometimes it's the people in our life. The people in our life, they will disappoint us. They will take advantage of us. They'll do all kinds of things to us. Hey, Sirius, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend. You made it. We made it. Yes, yes, and yes. I hope you're doing well. So some of the things that hurt us in life, you know, there are some things that hurt us so much in life. And I can just start off by saying so many things hurt us starting when we're very young in our childhood. People will say things to us. They will speak some very dark, mean, and wicked things. So there's the emotional aspect. There's the traumatic things can happen to us. People can do wrong to us. So, in our younger years, it sort of starts us forming what we think about ourselves, what we think we can do, and also what we think we can't do. Most of the times we feel that we can't do good things, but we actually can. Hey, Gangsta Rev, how are you doing? Welcome. Shout out to Sirius. Yes, you made it in one piece. That's how it feels, right? Feel like you're not gonna make it, but you did, and we did. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And one thing that I have to say is that we have to let go of what hurts us. We have to. It's not something optional. We want to live in a space of peace and joy, but we can't do it by being angry our whole life. And let me tell you, I did it for many years, you know, arguing, yelling, it's called misplaced anger. You're taking out your frustration on people who have nothing to do with why you're upset and hurt. They're not the ones that hurt us, but we put our hurt on other people. We bring that people come to the job angry, yelling, barking at everybody, always so upset with everybody. We see people take it out on their families, what they're dealing with and going through. They take it out on their children, they take it out on their spouse, significant other. People take it out on their relatives, on their friends, but other people have nothing to do with what happened to us. I have to say that so that we can really understand that. And a lot of times we don't do it on purpose. We're just trying to survive. We're just trying to maintain in this life. But it's hard to do that. It's hard to maintain when all you feel is hurt. When you have hurt on your inside, until you face it, until you look at it square in the face, until you admit to yourself, this is what happened to me, you're going to continue to carry around that hurt and pain for years until you say, this happened to me. And why it's important for us to say out loud what happened to us is because that's how we release it. That's how we let go of the pain. This is how we release it and not just hold it inside, not throwing it in the closet, not pushing it down, because I know that's how I grew up. I grew up that you don't talk about it, you don't talk about issues you have. You keep it to yourself. You keep family business. So no matter what the secret was, no matter what the trauma is, you always had to walk around pretending that everything was okay, and you were dying inside. You were literally dying inside. Some people start getting the headaches, they can't sleep, they're angry all the time, they're shouting, they're miserable. So that doesn't work. Take it from somebody who has done it. Holding your pain on the inside, trying to act like you're so tough and you're so bad and nothing affects me, and lying to yourself, telling yourself you're okay when you know that you're not. We have to at least be honest with ourselves. Come on, chat family. We have to at least be honest with ourselves. You can't, you can probably fool some people, but you shouldn't fool yourself. It's okay. Everybody has some issues. Everybody. Some issues, many issues, hundreds of issues, whatever it is, but everybody has something going on. Hmm. They gave people more than they gave me. Absolutely serious. Sometimes what hurts is when, especially amongst our relative, when you get different treatment. Like if you have brothers or sisters or cousins, aunts and uncles, it's like you always have somebody within that circle that gets treated like they are the golden egg, like they're the unicorn, they're the most important person, and you get always put on the back burner. You get the worst treatment. Nobody ever sees you, supports you, or tries to be there for you like they are there for that person. And according to me, this is just Marlene's perspective, the people that they put on this pedestal as such a great person, they do so many wrong things. I feel like it's not that they deserve to get those sort of support or accolades. They're treated like they're the golden child, the golden egg, the unicorn, whatever it is that you want to call it. But we can't let ourselves be stuck in that, to be stuck in what other people think about us and how much people like us. We have to let go of the things that people say to us, because that emotional pain, that verbal abuse, those words, when people say those things, it cuts us deep into our heart. When we're told that, about our looks, we're embarrassed, they tell us we're stupid, or they always bring up things that you did in the past, maybe a poor decision that you made, and they're always throwing it in your face. We have to let go of that hurt. We have to forgive other people, not because it's right, not because of what they did was right, but when we hold on to that anger, when we hold on to the pain, when we keep talking about this happened, this happened, this happened, I can't believe they did that to me. When we don't forgive people, you forgive them not because it's right, but because you deserve to move on. When we're holding on to things that happen to us, we're not able to be free. We're not able to look and see the great things that are coming our way. We stay stuck in the past when we need to be living in our present. So don't let other people and their drama, their foolishness, their attitude, their lack of drive and consistency, them being miserable within themselves, don't let hurt people continue to hurt you. We're the ones that have to make a decision to release them and let them go. I'll say that again. We have to make the decision to release them and let them go. That's a choice. We're the ones that have to make that choice to release them. We do. We have to make a choice to release people and to let them go. We really do. We have to release them. It's a choice. And for so long, I didn't think I had the choice. All I felt was I was taken advantage of. I was traumatized. They hurt me. They disappointed. They did this to me. But yes, those things happen. And of course, don't get me wrong, talk about it, have your say. But then you got to move on past that, because when we stay stuck in the past, or we stay stuck in what they did to us, we're not able to see all of the great things that we could be experiencing right now in our present. In your present, some great things can be happening. Some great things is right in front of you. But it's about what we choose to focus our mind on. What we choose to focus our mind on. And many times we choose to stay stuck on the negativity. We choose to stay stuck on the pain, on the hurt. I'm not saying that it doesn't hurt or it's not painful, but you have to move on past that. You have to release that. You have to let it go and start doing some things for yourself. Sirius says, I suppressed a lot of my feelings about how people treated me. They didn't have my best interests. I was only there to help them out of a financial crunch. Then they no longer needed my presence. Well, I'm so sorry that that happened to you, Sirius. And trust me when I say you're not the only one that has gone through something like that. The ones that only want you when they're in a bad way, when they're in a bad space. You never hear from them when things are going good. When things are going good, they stay silent. They have nothing to say. When it's something positive, they never share the positive things, because they don't have a positive mindset. And that's not a good thing. What I learned is, in letting go, I also had to let go of the negative attitudes that they were giving me. And if we stay around people who are negative, we start to become negative just like them. And I am really sorry that um when people don't appreciate you like they should, Sirius, and all of you chat family. It's an awful thing when you have people and they're in our lives and they don't give us the support, like they don't match our energy, they don't match our light. They're going to just keep taking because they're a taker, they're a user, they're a manipulator. And sometimes, unfortunately, we are around people who have mental illness. So they're not operating with a full deck of cards. They don't have it all together. But it's not our responsibility to bail them out of their poor decisions, or it's not our fault that they're always angry all the time, or they keep doing wrong to other people. It's not our fault. It's not our fault that other people want to be angry and miserable, or that they like to start drama. And they always like to start drama and blame other people because they're in drama. I always have said that. They're always blaming other people. They never take accountability, but they're always involved in it. Like, how are you always in the drama, but you have nothing to do with it? No, you choose. Some people choose the drama. And I had to remove myself from situations like that. And if you continue to help out certain people, you will become a part of the drama too, because you align yourself with them. You definitely have to be careful who you align yourself with. Sirius said, very hurtful. I had to pray about it and realize that it's their loss and my gain. Yeah, there's so many people who don't deserve our time, our effort, our energy, and our love. They don't deserve us. They don't deserve us. And it's the real, it's the real truth, you know, and mostly it's our relative. It's your relative, it's your children, it's your significant other, it's people who are closest to us that hurt us the most. But we're the one that has to make a choice to not continue to be around them. We have to make a choice to separate ourselves from those people, because if we keep saying we don't like things, like I hear it all the time, people who are always complaining, I don't like I don't like that they're doing this. I don't like that they're doing this. I don't like it. So you're always complaining about the treatment that you're getting from other people, but you keep taking it. You keep surrounding yourself by them. If you really truly don't like something, you're going to cut it off. You're going to stop it. And just like the old adage goes, y- um, until you're sick and tired, you have to be sick and tired, and then you're going to cut it off. Okay. You got to be sick and tired of it. And when you are, you'll end it. You'll cut it off. You'll stop going around them. You'll stop listening to them. When you elevate your mind, so will your life. And I found myself stuck into like this sea of always being angry and mad and negative. But I realized my negativity wasn't coming from me. My negativity was coming from the people around me that didn't want to work on themselves, that didn't want to make changes. They made poor decisions, and then it's like I got roped along with it. I got put in the same category and bracket as them, because I was allowing myself to be around them, and I didn't have to. So it's really important for us to let go of the words that people say. And I'm not going to even lie, everybody. When people that we care about say hurtful words to us, when they embarrass us, when they share personal and private things about us with others, it hurts. It cuts really deep. But we can't when people say things like that to embarrass us, throw us under the bus, it shows us their character. It shows their character. And I truly apologize on behalf of whatever hurt you, but we have to be the ones to elevate ourselves and to say, I deserve better than that. I don't have to be around them. I don't have to listen to them. Separate yourself from them. Even if it's your family, you may have to see them on the regular basis, but you don't have to tell them your business. You don't have to constantly support them. Cut them off. Cut off the time you spend with them, and they'll see. They will see. And it doesn't take long for people to realize, oh, they don't tell me anything anymore, or they don't come around me, or they don't tell me X, Y, and Z. You don't have to. You have to let go of what hurts you. And also, you have to let go of who hurts you. And I'm telling you this from experience, having toxic, manipulative relatives, having toxic and manipulative friendship, having toxic and manipulative romantic relationship. But I was the one that had to make the decision that I deserved better. Until you believe that about yourself, I deserve better, you're going to keep accepting it. You're going to keep receiving it as something normal. It's not normal for you to be treated like trash, to be like a doormat, that they only want to talk to you or be around you when it benefits them, but they're never there to benefit and support you. You have to let go of people like that. They will never change. And I am the one that had to make the decision. You are the one that have to make a decision to change and let go of them because they don't deserve you. They really don't. Hey, writers, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Welcome in. Hey, E Money, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Friday to everybody. I had to be the one that had to release those negative and toxic people. And I don't know why, but I felt like for such a long time, I felt like I had to hold on to the toxicity. Like you have to put up with it. That's my relative. That's my sibling. That's my cousin. That's my auntie. And you just keep putting up with it and you get mad and they make you cry and they break your heart. They hurt your feelings. They never support you. They embarrass you. You don't. You're the one that has to respect yourself. You're the one that has to elevate yourself. And it wasn't until I learned, until I started to gain the knowledge, until I started to support my own mindset, until I believed in myself, until I had enough courage to say, I don't have to put up with this. You don't have to put up with their foolishness. You don't have to listen to them. You don't have to give them any money. You don't have to do anything for anybody if you don't want to, especially somebody who mistreats you, especially especially the ones that mistreat you. You don't have to. Yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat. Sirius says, I uttered those words, I'm enough, on a regular basis. It's part of my daily regimen and my self affirmation. I know that's right, Sirius. I had to start doing that too, learning to work on myself. You know, Self love is really a gift. And people will say it all day long. I love myself. I love myself. But you see how they treat themselves, eating garbage, not just, food wise, but what they're feeding their mind, what they're listening to, what they believe about themselves. I see people who have so much potential, so much gifts, but they don't believe in themselves enough. They haven't healed. They still are seeing themselves like that little boy, that little girl. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. Until you deal with your inner child, you're never going to elevate. And I can say that for myself. Something major happened to me when I was 7 years old. And I always had, even though I was in that physical age of being an adult, mentally, I was still stuck in my trauma. I always was, you know, because I always had pushed it to the back. I had always ignored it like it wasn't a problem. And it was the elephant in the room. It was a monkey on my back, a weight that I was carrying. And until I let go of what hurt me and who hurt me and had the power and the courage to say it out loud, this is what happened to me. When I did that, I took my power back. I let myself go out of a prison that I put myself in. And many times we box ourselves into a prison because we believe that's all that we deserve. That's all we can get because that's the way we're treated. So just because other people want to treat you some type of way, how they want to treat themselves does not mean that's how I want to treat myself. You know, just sharing a little bit. That's how I felt too. Yes. Hey, Andrea, how are you doing? Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. I'm definitely one that put so much work into myself, and I recommend to all of you, chat family, put some work into yourself. I know it's not the easiest thing to face the things that hurt you, the people who hurt you, and it's not always confronting and having a conversation with the people who hurt you, but saying it out loud, writing it down, but not holding it inside and pretending that it didn't hurt you. It was so freeing. It was mind altering. I felt like for the first time I was flying because I didn't have that weight inside of me. I didn't have to be enslaved to my pain. It's like you get used to for so long being hurt, feeling hurt, not being listened to, getting garbage treatment to where you start believing all I deserve is garbage treatment. All I deserve is garbage friendships and relationships and, in the workspace treated like garbage. We're the ones that have to change that. We're the ones that have to respect ourselves. We're the ones that have to speak up for ourselves. We do. Yes, a serious. It makes it harder to face them when they are pushed back. It really is. It's harder to face people. It really is when you keep pushing it down, and you can only push down so much pain. You can only push down so much pain before that pain will be to the top. You can't keep ignoring it. And for me, you know, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but it definitely was for me. I lied to myself for 10, 15 years. Oh yeah, that happened to me. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm strong. I love myself. I serve God and all of these things that yes, all of that is true. I love God. I serve him. I pray. But for me, I needed more than that. I needed to talk to somebody outside of God. I believe 100% that therapists are there to support us. And you could tell another person that you care about, a friend, but it's nothing like getting professional help. They can give us the tools, and I know that getting those tools on how to cope with my life changed my life. I'm not angry and miserable like I used to be because I had the tools to help me so that I could truly let go and not just say I let go, but every chance I get, I'm bringing up what hurt me. hmm That's real talk. Hey, Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. Shout out to the mods. Mods on deck. I really do appreciate you. Yes. Hi, Maria. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Shout out to the chat family. I appreciate every single one of you. And of course, you know how we do it over here. If you see somebody that you know, connect with them, watch some of their content, support them, all of that. So, that's one of the things that I definitely had to start doing, working on me, letting go of what hurt me. And one of the things besides the words, I had to start letting go of disappointments, letting go of disappointments. Boy, and there are many, we have to also learn to let go of the things that we did, the things that, when we disappointed other people. I can say for myself, I am my own worst critic. I will be so tough on myself. I'll be so tough. I'll beat up myself. You should have done that. And why did you do it? And I'll beat up myself for years. I shouldn't have done that. And why did I do that? Why did I do that? And we have to stop doing that. We have to stop punishing ourselves. and realize that we're human beings. You're human. It's okay. We make mistakes. We don't have to be perfect. And another thing, we can't be perfect. It's all right. It's all right to make mistakes. It's okay. That's a part of the learning process, the learning cycle. That's how we grow, is how we gain certain things, is how we mature into being who we deserve to be. Every single one of you deserves to be great. Every single one of you deserves to be great. Every single one of you. But we're the ones that have to believe that and tell ourselves that. We have to elevate ourselves. We have to elevate our minds. We have to elevate what we think about ourselves. We have to elevate, you know, what we focus on. And I think that that really changed the trajectory of my life. It changed, um, it changed how much I loved myself. It really did. When I started to focus on what I deserve, when I started saying that you deserve happiness, you deserve peace. And if you actually want that happiness and peace, you have to let that go. You have to let go of people who continuously hurt you. You can't let people keep using you and then claim you love yourself. I know that for sure. I did that for years. And it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's your brother, your sister, your mama, your cousin, your best friend, your love interest. It doesn't matter who it is. When we respect ourselves, we treat ourselves accordingly. Because I respect myself, I'm not going to let people treat me like garbage. I'm not going to let people take advantage of me. I'm not going to let people talk to me any type of way. I don't care who you are. Respect yourself, everybody. You have to respect yourself before you can get respect. You know, people will not respect you if you keep doing what you've always done. If you tell people no, but you keep saying yes, you confuse them. You can't keep saying no, no, no. And then they say, like, oh, yeah, she or he just says that. They'll change their mind. Just keep asking and they'll do it. Respect yourself, everybody. You have to set some boundaries for real. I know in letting go of people, I had to start developing some boundaries. And that's something that I had never done in my whole life. And that's when my life started to shift. And that's where my peace came in. That's where I started to feel like I had hope. I started to see and develop my talents and my gifts. That's where I started to gain my closeness to God because I couldn't have those things. I keep saying, I want peace. I want to forgive. I want these things. But if you keep on holding on to things that hurt you, how can you say you want help, but you're holding on to what hurts you? Mm-mm. It doesn't equate, it doesn't equal, it doesn't level up. You have to be the one to make those changes in order to get the change. So I'm the one that has to respect myself. And I want you to say that to yourself too, chat family. I'm the one that has to respect myself. And until I respect myself, nobody else will. That was like a whole lesson. It was a whole word. It fed me and nourished me when I not only said it, but I believed it and I put it into action. I'm the one that has to respect myself. I'm the one that has to make boundaries. And until you do that, until you respect yourself, nobody is going to respect you. So I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive other people. And I had to let go that I'm not perfect, you know, always seeking for perfection. And we're not perfect. Nobody else is. But at the same time, we don't expect perfection, but we should have standards. I had to learn to set some standards. I had to start tapping into my values. What do you believe in? What do you personally want? Okay. What do you want? What do you want for your life? And how come it's not happening? And be honest with yourself. I think that shifts your whole life when you start to become honest. And I had to say to myself in a very real and honest moment, I am the one that's stopping myself. I'm stopping myself from having peace. I'm stopping myself from having joy because I choose to not forgive. I want to be angry. I want to be resentful. That was the choice I was making. And when I said I don't want to be resentful, I want to have peace. Let them go their way and I go mine. And I'm not going to talk about it anymore. When I talked about it and I released it, okay, we're done with that. Time to move on with my life. Time to get into what I'm supposed to be doing. Time for me to get into my purpose. And I feel that there's somebody who needs to hear that message. When you hold on to what hurts you, you get aside from your purpose. And you do have a purpose. You sure do, everybody. You have a purpose in this life. You have a purpose. And until you realize that you have a purpose, you're going to stay stuck. So, got to let go of what hurts you and forgive them. And another thing is, letting go of what hurt you, cheaters, you know, especially, in romantic relationships. Don't be a doormat and let the person that you're with keep cheating on you. And cheating has many levels. It's not just the sexual cheating. It's the emotional cheating. Somebody who always is communicating with somebody else other than you. That's a form of cheating. You know, you have to have that sort of communication in a romantic relationship, and if you they can't give that to you, like to share certain things with you, you have to ask yourself why don't they feel comfortable to tell me? Because everybody, we have to realize that when you are on that level, that elevation, that vibration with somebody, with an emotional connection, eventually the body follows. It's just a reality. First, it starts off with you telling somebody something, and if it's somebody that you think they're attractive, next thing you know, it becomes a sexual relationship. It's not that you mean to, but it always starts with the mind first. The body will always follow after the mind. It will. It's the truth. But you don't have to deal with somebody who's a repeat cheater, somebody who keeps cheating on you. And it can apply to in friendships, somebody who always puts you as a last option. They don't treat you well. They don't talk to you. They don't support you. They always treat you like the leftovers. They treat you like you're a stepchild, like you're the last option. So you don't have to put up with people who don't respect you, people who don't treat you well. And people use that term friend, quote unquote, friend very loosely. And I'm going to get into that on another topic in talking about friends. But people use that term friend and they have no idea what a friend is. They don't know how to be a friend. They don't know how to love a friend. They don't know how to be a friend. None of that. Absolutely serious. Absolutely. Grand Rising, Monique. How are you doing? Happy Friday. You made it. To all you in the chat, you made it to Friday. You definitely made it. Welcome in, everybody. If you have not already, please hit the like. I'd really appreciate it. And that's one of the things I had to learn. I had to learn that I didn't have to keep putting up with being cheated on. You don't. You don't have to keep being treated as a second option, a third option, or not an option at all. You know, communication is very important in all relationships. Communication is the lifeline, it's the life of the relationship. If you are not having good communication and you're not able to talk about how you feel, then you're not being respected. Don't let people just, ghost you, treat you like you're trash when you deserve so much better than that. You do, everybody. You deserve so much better. Don't think that you have to settle. And I see it all the time. See people who are very beautiful women or very handsome men, and they're putting up with a piece of crap relationship, putting up with foolishness on the job, just feeling like they have to hold on to a piece of something. You don't. You don't have to put up with a piece of crap job, relationship, friendship. No, that's a no. Or foolishness from your relative. No, you don't have to put up with foolishness and garbage from your relatives, from your friends, from your job, from your spouse, significant other. You don't have to. We're the ones that have to uh, elevate ourselves. Elevate your mind. Elevate your mind. That's a very powerful thing. When you tap into your own power, when you tap into your worth, when you know your worth, boy, I'm telling you, you're untouchable and unstoppable. Don't even get me started in talking about when you get into when you're focused. Hmm, that's another topic for another day. But I just wanted to tap in before the weekend, see how all of you chat family are doing, and to give you some a confidence boost, some aiding in your healing for your mindset, for your life. Let go. Let go of what hurts you. And also, I'll put in that let go of who hurt you. There's so much times people keep hurting us, and it's a repeat hurt. They keep repeatedly taking advantage and using you and treating you like garbage and a doormat and talking to you any type of way, or not talking to you, only talking to you when it's convenient for them, or only supporting you when it's only convenient for them. That's not a good relationship, and you deserve much better than that. So, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in for today's podcast. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers of the Marlene Saunders Show. Shout out to all my moderators. And I appreciate every single one of you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, we're on a goal. When I get to that 800 mark, which I'm really close, I think I'm like 17 away. When I get to that mark, I'm going to show my appreciation by a giveaway. So, have a great weekend, everybody. And take some time this weekend to think about yourself. Take some time to think, am I holding on to anger, resentment, pain, trauma, or have I released it and let it go? Remember, you deserve to have peace of mind. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to have great friendships, and you deserve to be respected. Put those boundaries in place. Put them in place, okay? Right, serious. Never make someone a priority when all you are is an option. And that's a great point. And I really appreciate your thoughts, as I always do, Sirius. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you all so much for supporting me today. I hope all is well in your world. I hope for you. I want the best for you. I wish, I hope, and I pray that all is well in your world. And if it's not, I hope that you have the courage to change it, because you can. You have just tuned into the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. If you have not subscribed, if you have not liked, please go ahead and do so. And I will see you all on Monday for the next podcast with Marlene Saunders Show. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one. Shout out to the replay gang. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Bye bye, everybody.